Julie from Suspenders and Buttons. So nice to see you again, Dan.
Yeah, you too, Julie. Yeah.
This was a kind of fun movie, and that there are some great awkward moments between Nell and Cooper. As an actor, what do you really like about those scenes?
Well, you know, working with an actor like like Lindsay was a pleasure because she's got such great timing and comedy chops, and we had a great director that enabled us to just play, you know. And so Lindsay and I were on set, and we can't control what the edit is going to be at the end. We don't control anything other than, you know, being on set, standing on our marks, and saying our lines, and behaving in a way that is most true to us in that moment. But it was fun, you know. It was really fun for us because we milked it, and we were able to just sort of Jonathan Wright, the director, was just like, play, just play. You guys got it. You know what you're doing. And so we were able to, I mean, we ad-libbed a lot of stuff. We sat in moments that ordinarily, you know, we're kind of instructed to fill the space with these kind of movies with dialogue and information. No, we didn't need that because we had the relationship, and that those awkward moments landed because we were able to use the silence and the, what am I going to say? How do I approach this? Moments that you can read. And that, I think that was a really fun part of the process of just being able to sort of sit in those moments and feel awkward because you're like there going, whose line it is? It's your line, but you're thinking all this stuff, you know, like, and then it just translates really nicely. And yeah, I love that aspect of play. Yeah, that was good.
Okay,
We love
Catherine. Oh, sorry, were you not?
Did you have follow-up, Julie?
I just said we love that too.
Oh, good.
Okay. Hi, Dan. Sarah from Suspenders and Button. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Sarah.
So you touched on this a little bit earlier about the comedic moments, but one thing that really stood out to me personally while watching Single on the 25th was all the kind of quiet moments where Nell and Cooper were able to sit and kind of breathe in the moment and then have these little conversations where you really started to feel their relationship develop. It didn't feel rushed. So what do you like about filming those types of scenes that end up coming across maybe a little bit more intimate than we usually get to see on screen?
Crucial. That kind of storytelling is crucial. It's not the words on the page. It's all the stuff in between the lines that matters, in my opinion, until you're really saying what your heart is saying. But a lot of the time, I don't spend enough time in those moments and really sit in the relationship of what we're not saying. And I was just lucky to work with Lindsay because she's so talented. We both really got each other as actors, you know. We're already talking about other projects that we might tackle together. And so working with an actor like her is easy because you're only really, when you sort of get to a certain level, it really is about responding to the person opposite you or the people opposite you with your own stuff that you bring to it, sure. But if you can look into another actor's eyes and they are there with you, they are there in the moment, and they get what we're trying to accomplish in the scene, then you can put all that technical stuff aside and just be there and feel it and go with it. And so, yeah, that was great. And again, I keep talking about Jonathan, the director, because he allowed me and Lindsay to have our say, if you know what I mean, in regards to like, I want to play it this way. I want to take a long moment here. I want to da 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 da. Because you know, you read it as an actor as well, and you've got a job to do. You say your lines, and occasionally it feels like a more collaborative process, and that's what really turns me on. I love the collaboration. I love actors and directors and crews getting together and going, all right, how can we all collaborate on this
Right.
scene or story and make it the best it can be, So yeah, sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it's in the middle, but it's the pursuit of it that's great. So yeah, I love that aspect of it.
Yeah, we talk with a lot of people, and that's one thing we've learned is that actors really love when they're given that time to kind of sit and breathe in the moment. So it was so fun to see so much of that in this movie.
Yeah, good one. I think every actor feels the same way. Exactly. If we can just kind of like have a go at it and just sit in those moments. But yeah, it's good. These are great questions, everyone. By the way, I'm just like getting all of them really in depth and cool.
So viewers love watching their favorite Christmas movies or holiday movies every season. What about Single on the 25th will make this movie one they want to watch year after year?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think this might be my favorite one that I've done maybe ever. And I think it's because that this is not an obvious journey. That's what I love about it. I think this is set in we got a different kind of jumping off point. We've got a really contrasting points of view in regards to relationship, not in regards to a job, not in regards to an activity, but in regards to actually the core of the characters have opposing relationship views, and you don't often get that. Sometimes you'll get two characters that are bumping heads on something external, but this is they're bumping heads on something internal, and I love that, and that for me speaks to the depth of this movie and these characters and how that as they change individually, because Nell grows outward, Cooper grows inward, and it's a really, that for me is evergreen territory in regards to watchable characters and good scenes that have a little bit of that nice delicious energy between two characters, where there's that sexual tension there between a man and a woman, and that romance factor, and we're very different people, and so when you've got those two things pulling against each other, then you've got a recipe for a watchable movie.
Yeah, I think people are going to want to revisit it year after year and watch those characters.
I hope so. Yeah. I hope they all watch it on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully, because then I might get another job with Hallmark next year.
They will.
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to bring it back to Single on the 25th really quick and talk about Cooper. You mentioned that he can come off as, let's just say, uptight, and that you had created a backstory that he was really quite happy being a single, let's say. So what kind of characteristics did maybe you bring from creating that backstory to our screen that viewers can watch for? Maybe a little Easter egg you can tell us to look for.
All right, so I'll give you one. What makes a guy like Cooper really not want to be in a relationship? What makes him walk into a restaurant and say, never sit in the corner, stay by the bar? I gave him the story that, he's heartbroken. He has been badly hurt, and he was broken up in a restaurant at a table sitting in the corner, and they're in the corner, and that's why I love sitting in the corner of a restaurant, but why doesn't Cooper like it? Oh, because that's why he wants to be single. He was broken up in the corner of a restaurant like 2 years ago, and he's like, it broke his heart so badly that he just went shield up, that's it, walls up, guarded heart, and I'm just going to be the man. All right, no one's going to touch me now, no one's going to hurt me, No one's going to get to me. And when I'm giving advice, listen, because I've been there, done that, and chasing love, it doesn't work. That kind of energy. And so that when he walks in with Nell to the restaurant, and he's like, oh, I'm making sure we have a table, never in the corner, not by the back, whatever, he says. And that was my backstory for that little moment.
I love that. It's always so fun to hear the backstories the actors give to their characters. So thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Sarah.